All right, thank you, Mark. Turning now to tonight's medical rounds.
I miss the mountains.
Hartford Healthcare has long been a strong proponent of ways to stop the stigma when it comes to mental health, including its latest partnership with Theater Works to sponsor the musical called Next to Normal. And you just heard the title song, I Miss the Mountains. And tonight, Pat Rehmer, a senior vice president for Hartford Healthcare and president of the Behavioral Health Network, is joining us live to talk more about this latest endeavor. Very creative, and we're so happy to have you with us tonight.
Thank you.
Well, first, tell us about the musical. What is it about?
The musical really portrays a family, very typical family, and the mother in the family has bipolar illness. And really the focus is on the impact on the family and what goes on with her during her illness.
What do you think the audiences will learn from it?
Well, I think that part of what we hope they will learn is that this is not uncommon, and that things like mental health issues or substance abuse issues, both of which are portrayed in the show, do impact the whole family, not just the individual.
Yes. Now, we understand Hartford Healthcare is also hosting something called Talk Back Tuesdays in April. What is this about?
These will be opportunities for the audience that are attending the play to interact with several of our staff or people in recovery. So the first one is about stigma and discrimination on April 11th. The second one is about opioid addiction. And the third one is about treatment and recovery. So again, these are an opportunity for the audiences to speak with several of us who have had experience either personally or through our work with these issues.
And I have time for one last quick question, perhaps the most important question of all. How do we change the stigma? What can we do, if you can boil that down to a few seconds for us? It's a big question.
I think the first thing we need to do is stop talking about stigma and talk about discrimination. Stigma is really about how people feel about themselves when they struggle with these issues. Discrimination is really more about how we treat people who are going under treatment or involved or in recovery from these issues.
Well done. That's an interesting distinction, and I thank you so much for sharing that insight with us, Pat Rehmer. And again, the musical Next to Normal will run from March 24th through April 30th at Theater Works. Talk Back Tuesdays begins on April 4th. If you or someone you know has a mental illness and needs help, you can call the number on the screen there. In the meantime, Pat Rehmer is standing by to help answer your questions about mental health and addiction. Just go to the Hartford Hospital Facebook page for a live discussion.
There is nothing quite like the great outdoors to take a break from the day and all of your stress. And now researchers in Europe say people who live in the countryside are less likely to be overweight or even depressed. The study looked at people living in both urban and rural settings and found those who had more access to nature were